All right, simply begin by breathing deeply, putting your feet flat on the floor, your spine upright if you can. In some way, telling your own self what I just spoke about, which is you are open, you are receptive, you are desiring expansion. And just as we've all heard for a long, long time in our life, asking you shall receive. And so this is the point in your own heart of hearts, not necessarily your mind, but your heart of hearts. You set your intention, your desire to know yourself in a more expanded way so that you can have consciousness of a better path for yourself, a more clear understanding of your own life and the choices you have in front of you, and the ability to be in service to your own soul and in service to our planet to which we have been brought and born. Now, the way you do this is, first of all, focus on your heart. We've all seen a picture of the heart. It has 4 chambers. Those 4 chambers work in unison. They receive and give simultaneously. So this is what we want to focus on tonight. The beginning is the heart, the giving and receiving of breath, because that's really what the heart does. It circulates blood, but it actually receives oxygen, and it gives it to the rest of the body. So for a moment, we want you to really feel your lungs and your heart working in a team together. Now, we don't often think of this in our daily life. It's quite an automatic situation. But the reason we think about it in this work is because you are now going to be moving into conscious, connected breath. Now, air is here, your body inhales it, it comes into your lungs, it gets picked up by the capillaries, carried to the heart, circulated through the organs of the body. But we also want you to understand that the oxygen is a delivery system for prana. It is a delivery system for electrical energy, and the particle of oxygen, the particle that you breathe in, is delivering this light and this kind of purified energy, we call air, but it's also delivering prana to your body. So this is what we mean by conscious connected. You become very aware when you are inhaling, then it goes into the blood, and then when you are exhaling, you are releasing old energy out of your body. Now, the old energy, we know every day you lose lots of cells of your body. We know every day when you breathe out, you get carbon dioxide, which is you breathe out waste. And it just seems like air, but it's waste. So we want to breathe in a very deep, conscious, connected breath. And if you can, breathe it into the count of 8, filling your lungs. Some people can't hold it that long. And then counting 2, and then exhaling to the count of 8. You can practice this at home when you get this meditation, but this 8-2-8 count can be very difficult because most people at some level, because we are in a group energy system called humanity, and we are living at a time when there is much conditioning to not breathe deeply or to have breath that is impeded. Breathing deeply, long and deep breaths. This is from the idea of the mask impeding it, pollution impeding it, and even your own body having within it a vibration of a fear pattern about what's happening on the planet, what's happening in your life, why is it this way? So with this conscious connected breath, 8 counts in slowly all the way down to the deepest part of the lungs, holding 2 while the blood picks it up, and then 8 counts out and the blood is distributing the old waste product and you are exhaling it. And now for tonight, we want to work with the color of this magnificent kind of very vibrational turquoise light. And we want you to see that turquoise light coming in your nose, coming in your mouth, coming down with the oxygen into your lungs, And that 8 count points brings that light into the breath. The 2 holds it, and you see literally the blood picking up that turquoise light, but now you begin to see your heart pumping out the turquoise light through your veins and arteries. And then when you exhale now, we want you to see what comes out is kind of gray smoke or black smoke. So we're just going to do that for 5 breaths. Turquoise light in to the count of 8, holding for 2 and then releasing 8. And literally open your mouth and let the breath out. Tell your body, I want you to let go this wasted energy, this dead energy that I carry inside of my frame. You don't need it. It's finished. Everything you need from it's been gotten. And as you see the gray coming out, you understand this is the cant of life. You're decanting your body of the negative energy, the fear patterns, the constrictions, the contractions. You don't have to identify them. You just have to know I'm breathing turquoise light in, energizing my body with turquoise light. My body is filling up with turquoise light. Every gland, every organ, every cell, every bone, every aspect of the body is receiving this beautiful, soft, lovely turquoise light that's very calming. And then I'm exhaling the gray smoke. All the old stuff I don't need anymore. And as you do this, you allow yourself to say to yourself, I open my physical body. I receive the heightened energy of purified prana, and I let go the old energy that is not vitalizing my life. Breathing deeply. So you're breathing in purified electrical energy. Purified because it's not tainted with your thoughts, your feelings, your genetics. It's nothing. It comes straight from source. And then you're exhaling this old energy that does not give you vitality. And we all have it because we hold breath a lot. So this is a pattern of releasing the old energy, giving your body permission to receive a calibrating tool of purified prana, and then releasing old devitalized energy. And you know what it's like if you've had a house that's locked up and you open it up. It has a dank energy. It has a denser energy than when you're in fresh air. So you're bringing turquoise light to your body and you're releasing gray energy from your body. You don't even have to identify what it is. You just have to know you're willing to do it and begin to feel how your body can relax a lot more and be very present with now. Now, we all know when we have our heart, the first thing they do if you go to hospitals, they check your heart, they check your heartbeat, and they have a little blip, beep, 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 beep. And we all know that at the end of life or when a body's in crisis or something, often the heart will start going beep, 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 or it'll start. So what we want to do now is understand how our heart is a rhythm maker. It carries a rhythm. Now, we are operating tonight on solstice. We are operating when the earth herself is changing her rhythm. She is now getting ready down here where we are to go into spring. So she is exhaling. She is beginning the exhale of all the energy that's been held deep within, which is what manifests our flowers, our harvest. And we want you to feel that now your heart is tuning into that pulse of Mother Earth, that point of what we call summer or spring into summer, where we're open. So we want you to feel that you are able to breathe your heart into a more open space, despite any small stories you might carry or big stories you might carry. And as you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my emotional body. I relax in the understanding of universal peace as a place that I can reside when I am feeling turbulent inside. And as you do this, we want you to kind of see, if you were looking at your own heart monitor, how the heart can relax also. It doesn't have the anxiety of trying to get somewhere or do something. It can just start being with the resonant frequency of the earth that we live on and the earth that we are made of. And now we want you to breathe into your mental body. Again, the one that has the time, the one that looks at what you want to wear and what you got to do and what's important in your life. But also we want to see that mental body as if it had a graph. And we want you just to think about today how many times your mental body might have sparked in one direction or didn't, and how many times it might have gravitated to one thing or didn't. But like that, we want to see the mental body for the meditation, the lower mind. It's very scary sometimes for the ego, but we want you to see that jumping around that the mind does as if it's flatlining for a moment. You're actually, through your breath, through your consciousness, you're asking your mind to steady into just one steady line of energy. As you drop into a deeper level of your own consciousness, a more open level, a level that isn't filled with all the do's and don'ts and A's and B's and C's and 1, 2, 3's, a level that is filled with space. So you're breathing in light, and now you're breathing in space. And as you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my mental body. I rise above the lower concrete mind and allow myself to explore my own higher mind, where I can be nourished and receive inflections of wisdom from my own soul source. And with this, you simply begin to feel above your head a beautiful light, whatever color comes to you. And you just begin to feel like you were sitting, like you were in a sun lamp, and this beautiful light is above your head, and it is just, it's doing what it does, which is giving off light, but your body is sitting in the stream of light, breathing deeply. And as you do, you just begin to feel the desire to be that stream of light. Knowing you can rest your body, knowing you can rest your mind, and you can simply receive the beam of light that is your own solar light, as if you were sitting in a sun lamp or on the beach receiving. Receive now that soul light that you are, and feel the great love that has afforded you the opportunity to come into this earthly form. And allow yourself to remember, long before this body was made, your soul existed. And long after this body is finished, your soul will exist. And this constancy of understanding, you are the soul, you are this light. And this life and this story of this life is a manifestation of that light. With that now, we want you to feel that that soul light is like flooding all around you, around the outside of you, going down under you and then going under your feet until you begin to see yourself sitting in a beautiful ball of light. It's filled with energy. It's filled with memories, not just of this lifetime, but many lifetimes. It's a place that you can receive what you need at a soul level for the body to have, and what the body needs to stabilize at a higher level of solar consciousness. So with this, we want you to feel that instead of you thinking you are creating the ball of light, that the ball of light is like a throne that you are sitting in. And you can just feel that it's so supportive. It's so beautiful. It has such a depth that you can just let go the idea of yourself for the moment of only a three-dimensional form. And you can feel the energy that is your etheric body. The energy that runs through you, coming down from the soul and around you. And in some ways, it's like the amniotic sac that your body was born in. It was born in a sac. It had energy that you lived from it. But the energy in this etheric body is the higher energy that you need to connect to your solar wisdom. And the higher energy that you can count on to rest the physical form. These forms are under tremendous pressure now. As you say to yourself, I open my etheric body. I relax in the energy my soul has created for me to nourish myself, to be at peace, so that I can recalibrate my rhythm of my life to the higher purpose of my soul's manifestation. Now, as we do this, these same energies, we see our feet on the earth. We see our earth has an energy body. We see our earth has a physical body. We also see that Gaia, the consciousness of our mother, also has a mental body and a purpose. And we see she has also got a light body. So as you tune into this body, in your ball of light, we all realize that we are also receiving enormous light from Mother Earth, the matrix that she is of light. And just feel it coming up through the bottom of your feet, from the center of the earth, from all the crystals in the earth, from all the rivers running through the earth. Feel the mana, the power, the energy. In everyday life, you just feel the energies, what you get through the electricity, the energies, what you get through the tap. But look at all the water energy on the earth. Just even the Hookah River, the energy for a whole nation. And think about the whole planet. How much energy she gives us through her plants, through her flowers, through her water, through her crystals, through her own orbit around the sun, the soul of the galaxy, the solar system. And you just allow yourself to feel yourself part of this much bigger story. And rest in the knowing of that. Allow the magnetic of that to pull all the extra yucky stuff out of your mind and your thoughts and your feelings, and just give yourself a point of alignment. As you do this, you allow yourself to say, I open my etheric body. I know I'm an energy being carrying a light matrix. I energize the higher principles of my life. So that I may fulfill my own purpose of soul manifestation. For a moment now, feet on the floor, feet on the earth, Mother Earth filled with all the rivers and lakes and mountains and all the things she creates, not the things man creates or humans create, all the things Earth creates, trees, rocks, sand, rivers, ochre, diamonds, gold. All the things that at a human ego level we think have wealth, we think have substance of desire. We just see the earth full of all the resources that humans need, and we see the perfect harmony of that relationship between us and her. Just for a moment, the harmony of life. The earth is traveling around the sun. The moon is traveling around the earth. The sun is traveling around the galactic sun, and you let yourself expand to the truth of what you live within. A galactic center, solar center, lunar center, earth center, soul center. And you feel how this orbiting, this frequency is what you can breathe in these deep, deep breaths of prana. Stabilizing forces far beyond the nitty-gritty of the day-to-day vessel that walks the earth. Give this to yourself as a Christmas gift. We're going to do a harmonic now. Breathing deeply now, and allow yourself to feel like you are sitting on the top of a mountain, and allow yourself to feel that on top of another mountain is another you, and you are trying to communicate from mountain to mountain. The one mountain that you are trying to communicate from is the mountain of your daily life, the mountain of your life, the mountain of the third dimensional reality. And then you see over across the valley of time, that another mountain that's higher and clearer and taller, and you wonder, how will I ever be able to communicate with that other part of me on that higher point? But then you understand, just as we have told you about your own energy body that you are living within, breathing within, centering within, your own soul body that you are living within, breathing in, centering in, your own planetary body that you are breathing within, centering and living in, your own solar body, your own galactic body, These are spheres of light, spheres of energy, and they are here for you all the time. So the idea is to recognize there is no separation. You are as those two people on the mountains. Even though the mountain represents an earth point, the people represents an individuated form. The valley represents what we would say the chasm sometimes that exists between your day-to-day life and your own solar life. But you see the magnificent space where all the light is the same, and you understand you bridge your daily life with your solar life through the understanding of space and breath and light. That's the formula. That is the only formula. You can pretend it's scream therapy or yoga or this or that, but it's breath, light, and space. So breathe space into yourself. Breathe space around your cells. Breathe space into your body so that the organ can rest in space, so that the body does not feel the tension of this lower dimensional timeline that you live in, but rather the body understands it is a manifestation of higher energy. This is the gift you give yourself now, so that your body can recalibrate through these incredible storms of media, storms of fear, storms of earth changes. Breath, space, light.